Look what I got for us, guys. Look at this. Look at this beautiful thing. This beautiful moon is here to, first of all, because it's freaking awesome. And second of all, to celebrate our new and full moon readings. I've done them off and on. Let me turn these lights back on. I've done them off and on for a couple years now. And I want to focus more on the lunar cycles because I do for myself. And so why not just bring it to the collective and see what's going on for this full moon? We have a full moon in Gemini on Sunday, December 15th, 4:02 a.m. EST. Okay? And then coming up, we also have a new moon in Capricorn on the 30th of December. Monday, December 30th, 5:26 p.m. EST, and we'll do a reading for that as well. The full moons are really good for releasing baggage, letting things go. You know, just if we're ready to move past something or let go of like an aspect of ourselves, or if we just feel kind of like a heaviness and we don't really know where it's coming from, it's really powerful to use this lunar energy. Which one do you like better? This setting or this one? They're both cool, to be honest. Okay. You know those toy stores? They were so cool back in the day. Tell me you know what I'm talking about. Like, you could open up those big... I don't even know how to describe it. They were in those toy stores. And they had all sorts of cool stuff. Very full moon in Gemini right now in my energy. Alright, so let's get a couple cards and see what we're working with this full moon in Gemini for everybody here. We can use this lunar energy to make big change in our lives. New moons are great for manifestation. The full moons are good for releasing. So when the new moon in Capricorn comes on the 30th, we can do some manifestation work there. All right. We have the tower at the bottom of the deck here. So some of us might have to let go of something that happened. Full moon in Gemini. And Gemini is that Mercury energy, right? So it can be like our thoughts, our communication. Maybe somebody said something. Maybe you said something. Or maybe you want to say something. Maybe you need to release something. Like maybe you need to say something with the tower. All right, let's look at this. One more. And we'll get 3 cards here. Yeah, 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck here. You could be feeling like there's something just trapped in your brain. There's this like pressure in my head right now where it's like you could have been keeping something to yourself, something that you need to express. This could even be like an anger against your own self. Like, why did I do this again? Why did I let this happen? But now we have the 2 of Wands. 1, 2, and 3. We can't change what happened. All we can do is plan something new moving forward. And the way to do that is to first release the past, right? And so that's what we're doing this full moon in Gemini. Yeah, transformation can happen. And then we can manifest new things with this new moon in Cap coming up on the 30th with the Ace of Wands. But first, let's focus here. Before we get to new stuff, let's focus what we have at hand, right? We might have to go through like a transformation. Like maybe you've been feeling kind of like lethargic. And I'm not a doctor. We always got to we always got to bring in TW, the trigger warning clown, on anything like medical or psychological, right? But you could have been feeling like death with the death card. You could be feeling that now. You could be feeling drained, tired. And the Ace of Wands is exactly the opposite of that. It's creativity, ideas. And it's interesting that with the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck here, this is all about like future planning. I'm hearing future faking when I said that. So you could have just been dealing with somebody that you felt like manipulated you, and felt kind of like they promised you certain things and then they've never happened. Or they could have said like, oh, I'm going to work on this. Let's work on a relationship. Let's work on this project or whatever. I'm here to learn. I'm here to grow. But I feel like that's not the case with the Three of Pentacles. I feel like those are all the things that this person was saying, and they're kind of just like a smooth talker. And we have some episodes that I just did recently talking about this sort of a character. So let's use this lunar energy with the Empress to release some of this stuff, because we can't control other people, right? You know, maybe they are liars. Or maybe they do mean well. Maybe they hope that they become those things. But you can't make somebody else do like the inner child work. I'm just feeling this anger and this pressure in my head. I'm wearing this headband. And what I'm seeing is like, imagine this headband just like squishing the crap out of my head. And it's causing like all this pressure at the top of my head that's gonna like explode. Maybe you're dealing with somebody with anger issues, or maybe that's you. Yeah, King of Wands right here. This like Leo fire energy. And maybe you just want peace, depending on what side you're on. And somebody could say they want peace, but if they're not willing to do the inner work, what can you do about that? Right? And I feel like that's part of what I use, you know, the moons for with the Eight of Cups, is to release my emotions. You know, when you have a kettle and it's getting real hot and it's bubbling up, and then you hear that spout, it's like letting out steam, like letting the steam out into this moon of all the stuff that's happened that's made you angry, or, you know, that's made you feel like full of, it's like being like full of wind with the Knight of Swords, full of thoughts. And Gemini can really help us with this Nine of Swords. If you've been struggling with like holding a lot of thoughts in your head, maybe you've been trying to deliberate over some sort of a decision with the Two of Pentacles in your life, going back and forth. And it's like, you want peace, Four of Swords, but then your mind keeps racing, Knight of Swords, and you keep vacillating between the two. You know, that can create, that can wreak havoc on your mind, on your body, on your nervous system, right? That could make you feel exhausted with the Knight of Wands. Again, I'm not a doctor, right? But the Knight of Wands is the card of a wounded warrior. Like, maybe you don't feel inspired right now, not because like, oh, what's wrong with me? Like, I'm usually creative, or I'm usually happy around the holidays, or, you know, I'm usually this and I'm usually that. Well, maybe you're not your usual self because you've been through so much. And instead of putting even more pressure on yourself to be this perfect person, yeah, with the Devil, we need to release aspects of ourselves as well if we are too hard on ourselves. And this is like classic spiritual empath, right? It's like we take on the weight of the world on ourselves, and then we're like, why isn't this person changing? I've done everything for this person. Well, that's part of our toxic trait. That's part of where we're being manipulative with the Magician. You doing a nice thing for someone doesn't require them to change, right? That's been yeah, that's been a really hard thing. You could try to give them this cup of love for 1,000 lifetimes, and they're just like, I don't want that. That's not your problem. You know what I mean? Like, what more can you do? You can't pull this person kicking and screaming with the Knight of Pentacles for the rest of your life. And this could be an aspect of you. Maybe there's something you don't want to do. Maybe you have to let something go with the Eight of Cups that no longer serves you and move on from it. Or maybe you need to release some anger and release some pressure. That steam imagery just keeps coming up again and again. That's the beauty of this moon, right? That's especially the full moons. It's a great time to release. So let's get into these cards. That's just a little like opening message to see some of the stuff that we could be dealing with around this time of December 15th. Card number 1 is the King of Cups. I'm waiting for him to talk to me. That could be what you're thinking. I'm waiting for him to talk to me, and he just won't talk to me. King of Cups, you would think because he's the King of Cups that he's very like emotional and emotionally intelligent, especially. But why am I getting that he's a King of Cups in the reverse here? Or this is an aspect of us, right? Where the King of Cups in the reverse can be emotionally manipulative. And this is what I mean by that. Like I said before, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink with the Four of Cups. So even if you treat somebody with love, treat them with kindness, bring them things. Like I'm thinking of crows. You know how crows, they bring you little gifts? You could work with crow energy. That's very the Morrigan. Maybe you work with the Morrigan. I do, and I love her crow imagery. I just got this new deck. It's an oracle deck that I've been working with, I've been practicing with. I was not going to bring it out this soon, but I'm getting the urge to get a message from the crows on this person here. Or this is us. Either way. Let's just detach emotionally and just look at this with our minds. That's very Gemini. Let's just look at it without getting our emotions involved. Maybe that's how this person is. They could be a King of Cups, but maybe that they're emotionally detached. So let's see what the crows have to say. This is called the Urban Crow Oracle. I'm loving it so far. What do the crows have to tell us here? We have trickery at the bottom of the deck here. And since this bird is holding a leaf, that makes me think that it's something that's currently happening or it happened, recently because we're in the fall time. Well, at least on my side of the hemisphere in New England in the United States, right? So yeah. You could feel like something's happening right now. I mean, maybe this person has Gemini in their chart. Or you do. Tell us about this King of Cups in the reverse from the crows. This person or you could just be out of balance right now. I'm hearing out of bounds, though. This person could be like trying to push your boundaries. We're going to wait for the card to come out here. Because this King of Cups, it's like I'm seeing them stonewall you. I just said stole by mistake. This is called a stole, which is something that ministers wear, right? Can also be for like graduations and stuff. This person could have stonewalled you, though, is what I'm getting. I feel like this person doesn't like aspects of you. Look at the dominance card. See how they're pushing on the neck there? Trigger warning here, but you know what that reminds me of? and I hate to say this. Why do we always have to go here? I don't know. This is my guides. My guides are social justice warriors, I guess, right? But this reminds me of none other than, let's just give the catchphrase, I can't breathe. Anybody? This person could be a cop. This card, the card Displacement, it's a card of putting your anger onto somebody else. I'm getting a lot about anger here. So we're just going to pop a trigger warning on this whole thing. This could be something about race. This person could have a problem with your race, and you might not know that. I'm actually seeing like two people. Look, insight. This is like, you would not know this. Because there's something here that seems wild. Or it's something about like gender or sexuality. Like maybe this is two men. And it's like this person is like, has like internalized homophobia. Or I'm seeing two people of color. And this, again, I don't like to speak on this stuff because I'm white. Right? So I don't like to go here. I would rather have somebody who understands this fully speak on the topic. But I'm going to say it quickly. There's something about colorism here. And this has come through multiple times for me in my shorts and on my channel. Where it's like, this person could be a little bit lighter skinned, or you are. And this person's darker skinned. And it's one way or the other. It's like they're comparing themselves to you in some way. And they're like jealous that you have like either lighter skin than them, because I'm hearing privilege. I know this is specific, guys, but I gotta say it. Or this is like, I'm seeing two gay men walking into a club, and there's a group of people that are coming up to who I'm speaking to here, and they're all like, hey, it's great to see you, like, so glad you came out for this event, thank you so much for coming. They're taking pictures, and then this person just kind of like fuming in the corner. And who I'm speaking to here is like, come over here, like, come take pictures with us. And this person's just like, I don't want to. And you guys could both be straight, right? It doesn't have to be two men. It could be a man and a woman, but it's two masculine energies. Does that make sense? For some of you, this person's like an energy drain with the scavenge card. See how it's like picking at this trash? And I know this didn't come out in the reverse, but I keep all my cards in the upright. So if I feel something's in the reverse, I'm going to put it in the reverse. And I feel like this person's in the reverse. Again, it doesn't matter the gender, guys. Okay? But there's something here. I've had a couple readings on this. There's something here that there's like a hypocrisy here of some kind. It's like, we're at the same club. Or it's something like, we're both black. Like, it's something like that. And they're like, it's a weird energy, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Or it's like I said with the stole, it's like, we're both ministers. Why are you comparing yourself to me? We're both doing the Lord's work. Like, it's something awkward like that. And put your thing where your thing lies, because I don't know everybody here, but there's something strange. You two, if you're in a relationship together, especially, but even if not, this could be like your brother or like a sibling, could be a family member, a cousin, something like that. But for those of you who this is like a romantic connection, I did not think that I would be seeing this reading today. I'm going to be honest with you. This is coming out of nowhere. That's how I know I'm channeling. The point with this person is, first of all, they're an energy drain. They drain you because they're jealous of your light. Okay? That's what this is. Wherever you go, you get attention. Everybody comes up to you. They're taking pictures of you. Oh, so glad you came to this event. Or like, thank you. I'm also seeing a totally different vibe where it's like, those those nonprofits, I have them around here all the time, where they bring like food to people's houses. It's an organization. I'm seeing somebody here doing some sort of like nonprofit work. And we do this around the holidays, right? And I'm filming this, around the holidays, and we'll get these crows. I gotta get this message out. This is the message, really. The crows are speaking. That's why I like to work with the crows. Yeah, I just opened up to self-interest. This person is a liar. I hate to just say it. Let's just make it clear. This person lies because they act like they're so special with this anomaly card. See how this bird is white and these are all black? Or oh Lord, maybe this person's white and like you're black. And they're like, they think that they're like better than you secretly. It's like, I hate this sort of energy. Just so you guys know, I despise this and I will speak on it till my dying day. I don't give a shit. I don't care who the hell you are. I don't care who you think you are. Prejudice, I don't do it. So just know, if you have any bit of that in you on this channel, I'm going to ask you to leave right now. All right? Because we don't do that here. We don't do that. So, yeah. See, look at my face is all red. My whole head is like flushed. That's the energy I was getting. This person, it's self-interest. They could even be posturing themselves as some sort of like do-gooder, like bringing food to people, or Meals on Wheels. That's what it's called. Or this is just a totally different setting, and you do that, and this person's jealous of that. Like, I'm seeing people who are like less fortunate, whatever that means. People who are less fortunate, like they love you. They're so happy that you're coming by. Like the elderly, children, animals. I'm gonna calm down. My Mercury's in Leo, and sometimes I get hot. You know what I mean? It gets hot in here. So anyways, all right. If you're dealing with this person, I feel like they're trying to dominate you. And if it's not race, and if it's not some sort of prejudice, of some kind, then it has just to do with, it's an energy. Those are just more extremes. I see energy on a scale. Like, somebody who's racist is more extreme than somebody who's just like a regular jealous person, or they think they're better than someone for this reason. It's like, but it's the same energy. It's just more extreme when it comes out in things like prejudice, for example. That's my opinion, of course. But if we bring it kind of down the scale, and this is just a regular run-of-the-mill asshole who drains energy, this person, it's self-interest. They could even be doing things like giving to the poor and stuff. Yeah, look at this card, survival. This could be like helping the homeless or something like that. They're doing that because they want to look special. Just know that. Okay. And this is the person you're tied to? Yeah, I'd release it. I'd release this full moon in Gemini. Because that energy is disgusting. It's disgusting. Yeah, I just opened up to dominance again. What is this dominance? Because they really want this to come out. This person's trying to dominate you, and not in the fun bedroom way, if you know what I'm saying here. Or if they do that, they're using that as some sort of cover-up to be able to, I don't know, man. Yeah, some sort of bond, like trauma bond. They want to, like, just whatever. What is this dominance? And then we're going to move on, because this person is just bad news, man. This person could even be, like, making fun of you, and they're, like, your partner. Like, I keep seeing it again and again. They are fuming in the corner, and if it's not a club, it's not a club. This is just the image I'm seeing. This could be at church. This could be them sitting in the back of the church, and you're up at the front with, like, the worship team, and you're talking to the pastor, and everybody likes you and stuff. And this person, they're sitting in the back of the church, just staring at you. I'm not taking them out to lunch after church today. I'm gonna start a fight about money. This person has a funny energy. See, even how I'm talking, they're like weird. Mimicry. They could even like, you could be like, hey, Pastor Tom. And they're like, hey, Pastor Tom. Like, there's something like that here. I'm telling you. Yeah, this person like hates you. Are you married to this person? Like, is this your friend? Is this your partner? Because they like hate your energy. Displacement. This card ever since I got this deck, this was the first image that I like got in my head on this card because I didn't understand what displacement meant. But if you think about it, it's kind of like this cup of water. Like if I have a cup of water and then I put the ice in, it displaces the space of the glass. So it's like displacement is this person's projecting their anger onto you by dominating you in a passive way. King of Cups in the reverse is like somebody that should be very emotionally intelligent, there for people, kind, somebody who would do charity work and stuff like that. But in the reverse, it's the opposite. It's like they withhold love. They purposely manipulate so that they like look better and shit. All right. But this displacement card, the first thought I had about this is this looks like bird poop. It's not, it's snow. But it made me think like this person's like pooping everywhere. Like they're graffitiing your life. Oh my God. See, look, anticipation. See all those empty like seats? This kind of makes me think like this person's like sitting in the audience and you're gonna come out and sing. Something like that. Dominance. And then we'll move on because this energy's nasty. But I channel it to help people process, not because I just have a bone to pick with some random asshole that I don't even know. Or maybe I do know him. You know what I mean? Sounds familiar to some people that I know, so... One more on this dominance, King of Cups in the reverse, please, and then we're going to move on. But the advice is to release this person. Night. They do something at night. What do they do at night? Fear? I know what this is. Hold on, let me gather it. I'm also hearing day and night. The lonely stoner. What is it? Frees his mind at night. At night. That came through in a reading recently. I'm hearing, hold on. Let me just gather this. I'm hearing stonewalling again. And basically what stonewalling is they use their silence as a weapon. Like they'll be like, I'm just not going to talk to her tonight. I'm just not going to talk to him. Fine. I'm just not going to give them anything. Nothing to work on. Complete stonewall. Nothing. I'm not going to give you any money for groceries. I'm not going to talk to you at dinner. And when your friends are saying like, hey, what are you guys doing for the holidays? I'm just going to stare blankly at them with no emotion to embarrass them. It's like, okay. Like this person's just weird, guys. Anyways. Hold on. I'm looking at this card here. Because it's a crow on a scarecrow. Like, this person's trying to scare you. You could even be having, like, nightmares. Or if this is a past person, you could be having nightmares about this person. Because for some of you, that you've already released this person. Them being in the reverse. You've already released them. And you can use this full moon in Gemini to release them fully. If they're coming through in the dream state and stuff. This person uses like fallacies against you. They use like arguments. They use like specific arguments to try to like take you down. I'm also hearing scapegoating again. So they use you as a scapegoat for some kind. Straw man argument, a straw man fallacy, which is basically like, that came through in my reading right before this. It's basically like a straw man argument, like a straw man fallacy or like manipulation tactic. This is the example we used in the last one, and it was kind of funny. Say there's a vegan, like say you're going over to your friend's house who's a vegan with this person. And the cute dog comes in and you're like petting the dog on the head, like, "Hey Brody, how are ya? Like, what's going on?" and stuff. And the dog's all like happy and stuff. And then this person that you're with is like, "I thought you were a vegan." And the friend that he's talking to or they're talking to, they're like, "Yeah, I'm a vegan." And they're like, "Well, then why do you have a dog? Isn't that animal cruelty?" It's like, that's not the same thing. Like, or it's like those people that are like, plants are alive. You're eating a lot of those. It's like, what? That's a straw man argument. It's like, this person's just a fucking menace. I hate this person. I'm sorry, guys. I shouldn't say I hate this person. I don't hate any person. Everyone has the power to change. I have compassion. But when I'm led to come into this kind of angry energy, there's a reason. This is because this person's been doing this for like 25 years is what I'm getting. Illusion. This person has tricked a lot of people. They even tricked themselves. See how the crow's looking in the mirror and it's like cawing at itself? This person's just like, they just have anger. They could have anger issues and they're just projecting even onto their own selves. So they're in this constant, I'm seeing them like under the waves, and the waves are just like kicking them under the water like this again and again, and they can't breathe, and they're trying to get over the wave, and like all their arms are getting cut up and stuff. It's like this person's, they're in a tailspin. And if they would just stop, if you will just stop this behavior, you can free yourself. All right? Because that person is, they're trapped. They're trapped. They're trapped. They're trapped in their own illusions. I wouldn't get around this person if you can help it. Yeah, because this person thinks that they're like, they have this God-like energy to them, and I mean God complex. I feel like I've read on this person multiple times. And this is you, sacred space. See, this is what I'm getting. I'm going to say it one more time, then we're going to move to card number 2. Because I was not looking to do this today. But the gods are like, we need to talk about this. So, like, this is you over here, like, sacred space, whatever that means to you. It's like, it could be things like charity work, you know, your sacred duties, or your, with protection here. Like, this is all your energy. You could be, like, just a very spiritual person who, maybe even you do that at night, and this person's trying to also drain you of finances, so be careful. But they're trying to drain you of like your life source. So this is the contrast between you and this person, okay? And this can happen. We attract people like this to help them change. That's part of, I believe, that's part of like our mission as guides on this planet, because some of us are called to that sort of thing, where it's like, these are the extremes. This person thinks they're amazing, they're God's gift to this planet, and you're kind of just doing your work. You're kind of just focused on helping the planet, helping people, you know, doing the real stuff here with sacred space, whatever that means to you, even just you like sitting, meditating, writing things down, praying, whatever you do, your sacred space, your sacred life. And this person's like, My shit doesn't stink. I'm amazing. Everything I say is amazing. And why don't these people like me? It's like, dude, because you're a dick. You're annoying. You're cocky. And you don't really have much to back it up. Yes, I do. I have all this money. It's like, money is different than spirituality, though. Well, I have all this and I have all that. They're showing protection again. I would protect yourself from this person, because this person, they're going to try to drain you of your good energy. Unfortunately, this could be even like narcissist empath dynamic. The opposite extremes attract. You could have been brought into this person's path to help spark a spiritual awakening with the Death card here, and the Ace of Wands especially. But what I'm getting is that there's a process that's already begun there, and it's time for you to move on. Don't like keep trying to like help this person, because they could be like a karmic to you with the Wheel of Fortune. You've given them enough is what I'm getting with the Six of Pentacles. All right. Time to move on. Yeah, you could have even had like a contract with the universe with this to help spark this in this person, to show them a mirror like of the opposite of them, like to show them what it looks like to actually be an anomaly, not to just say you're one, right? It's good marketing, but is it, that might work for sales, for business, but that doesn't work with the universe in terms of like, we're going to weigh your heart on the scale, and we're going to see how heavy this thing is here. Because we're not going to let you through if it's not lighter than a feather. Right? Birds of a feather. Right? And this person, I'm hearing that Billie Eilish song, Birds of a Feather. This person could even like run with a certain group that's like a similar negative energy, and you could have helped this person see that they're starting to, I'm seeing them like start to decode what they've been through. It's not about, oh, this person's a terrible person. It's about, this is what's been going on for you because you've been involved with this energy. And I'm hearing your guides say, like, it's time to release this now. Like, you've fulfilled your duty here. Yeah, I just heard the train, and to me, train always has to do with karma. So they're also saying you're going to have a karmic return for this, even though you didn't do it for that reason. But with the Six of Pentacles, there could even be something financial here, because I have a feeling this person, they stood in the way of your abundance in some way, where it like siphoned off your ability to like produce more abundance for yourself, or more connections, more opportunities, because they were just such a heavy energy that they drained the life out of you, to the point that for some of you couldn't even like trigger warning, get out of bed anymore, because this person's energy is so heavy. So we send them love and light, right? And we release this, because this is not doing you any favors to try to help and heal this person any further. I'm seeing like you've done what you could do here. And I don't know who this person is for everybody here, but for some of you, this is the person that we've been talking about multiple times, and this person's kind of like narcissistic, and I think that you were like one of the only things that actually, this experience that they've had with you has sparked something in them that they can't unsee. It's like they've had some sort of an ego death here, right? That's what I'm seeing there. So, all right, let's move on here. We send this person love, and we release them into the moon for them to continue their shadow work, right? Send this guy to the moon. Okay. To the moon, that's a crypto phrase. This person could be into crypto or like investments. Card number 2 is the Strength card. I'm getting that dominance energy again off of this. It's like, see, this is what this is. That's why they're telling me to do this. Remember the dominance card that I showed you in the Crow Oracle? You're going to release this person into this moon, if you so choose, of course. That's the advice here. And they're going to come back around and they're going to try this again. But you can block it this time. That's why that protection card came through. It's only if you allow it, because there's some sort of contract that's either been severed or it's just like a timing thing. Something has timed out here. For some of you, this could also be saying that, unfortunately, this is what's coming out of my mouth, that this trigger warning, this person could be like physically strong and try to like, do something that way, which could be like DV. Unfortunately, I have to say it if I see it. I'm actually seeing a neighbor hearing like rustling in the house or the apartment or something. I'm seeing like a woman come outside and like look like over the side of the banister, and I'm actually hearing her say, "You okay in there, Charisse?" So I don't know if your name's Charisse. Yeah, chills all down my body. Yep. You could be a Leo or have that in your chart, or that's them. We also have Scorpio here. It's like this person was coming to like get their stuff or something, and this could also be metaphorical, like they energetically, this could be all energetic. Like you could even be at a distance from this person if this is like past stuff, like you've already put up boundaries and they're still trying to like contact you through your dreams and whatever. This person could be weird like that, like trying to like do energetic work, or it's that they don't even know what they're doing if they're not like a master magician manipulator here. If they're just like a regular run-of-the-mill asshole, they could just be constantly thinking about you, talking about you, and kind of sending this negative energy. They have a strong, potent energy. That's what I'm getting. If this person, I said this in one of my readings, it's the one that has the Hierophant and the Emperor in the thumbnail. If this person would use this energy for good, they could like help change the world. But instead, they have an inflated ego and they think that they're an anomaly. They think they're amazing because they have this energy. And they would be amazing if they used it in the right capacity, but I don't know. I'm hearing not in this lifetime. In that reading, we got 30%. 30% will complete this like ego death and will go on to live a more like satisfactory existence, but that's not promised for all, unfortunately. That's just what I'm hearing. Who am I to say anything? But I just open up to the Six of Pentacles. It's like this person has a lot of karma. They've racked up a lot of karma and you escape their grasp. 2 sixes. Ace of Pentacles, you have new opportunities on the horizon. This was a lesson in strength for you. All this experience did for you, even if it was challenging and even if it still is, all it did was strengthen you. This was like strength training. This is like going to the gym, training to run an Ironman. This is like intense work here. I'm seeing somebody like ripped after this experience with this person or people or whoever this is. Again, I just open up to the Four of Wands. So you could have been married to this person, been in a long-term relationship with them, had some sort of contract with them of some kind. And I've had my guides approach me through the years many different times. Like, I remember one time in particular, I just opened up to the Wheel of Fortune. That's that, like, karmic work stuff. This was a few years ago, but my guides approached me and they said, will you do a 6-month contract with this person? And I'm not going to say anything more on that, but basically I agreed to it, and it was quite an interesting experience. So, that's something like that went on here. Even if your guides didn't give you like a certain time frame or something, you could have just felt in your heart that you were drawn to this person. It's like the guides wanted to demonstrate to this person what it feels like to have peace for once in their life, because this person lives in the 5 of Swords. Like, they're fighting against their own selves. Yeah, I just open up to the Magician, and then they manipulate themselves out of that reality, and basically, I see them getting to this point where they have this certain level of ego death. They come down to this really low rock bottom level, and then I see something. It's almost like something enters them. You know how it says. This is a terrible example, but I'm just gonna say it because that's what's coming to me. Yeah, it's very Queen of Swords of me to say this. It's it says something like this. And then Satan entered him. Referring to when Judas went to betray Jesus. You could have felt like this person was like a Judas to you. For some of you, this is a family member. So take it as it resonates. This person could have sold you out for money, for fame, for clout, but you escaped them somehow. There was some sort of deal on this person's end, I'm getting. They couldn't hold up their end of the bargain. They're in bed with some sketchy entities, and now these people are hey, they're at their front door. You owe us. We have Aquarius here. We have Gemini. We have Leo. Yeah, people are literally coming to them being where's my money? Or where's my energy? This person thinks there's some sort of master magician or something like that, working with these energies. For some of you, not for all. For some of you, this person's just they don't even know what they're involved with. But for some, they are actively I'm seeing them talking to entities. Trigger warning, this person could have paranoid schizophrenia, honk honk. And hey, I knew a man, wonderful man, who was diagnosed with that, and he was very kind. He bought me a guitar that I loved for many years, and very, very nice man. And so it just because you have paranoid schizophrenia and are diagnosed with schizophrenia doesn't mean that you're not a good person. But what I'm seeing here is that this person, I feel they think that they're a god of some kind, or some sort of a high level being. For some of you here, not for all. For some, this person just struggles mentally with the Knight of Swords, and they can't see why. With the Two of Swords, they can't see why, and the angels have come through you to try to help wake this person up out of some sort of, I'm hearing, past life slumber. So this has gone into multiple lives. Yeah, with the Devil and the Hanged Man. This person's been stuck for multiple lifetimes, I'm seeing. And they were meant to do some work in this lifetime. And so for some people here, this was just part of your, one of the stops along the way of your journey to meet up with this person. You were destined to meet up with this person. But, times come and go for things like that, right? So let's go to card number 3. We can use this moon to release any residual stuff that we have tied to this person or situation. For some it's a job or a location, because I'm seeing you drive past your old house, or maybe you're visiting family for the holidays or something, and it's bringing up old memories. I'm seeing you cut the cord between you and some old life that you don't want to be connected to anymore, for whatever reason, right? That's all of our personal reasons as to why. But let's just release that into this moon, and let's go to card number 3. 10 of Pentacles. Some of you, this person tried to dominate your energy so that they could steal your money or your energy to fuel their means. And so I'm seeing that you actually came into I'm hearing the word thief. You came into this person's life to help an ego death happen. And I'm seeing cracks. I'm seeing all these cracks in an iceberg. My left ear is ringing really loud. And it's like you hit the bat like multiple times on this like iceberg, and now they're asking you to walk away. And so now it's like it's all cracked so that it's to help this person. It's so the next situation they get in, or I'm hearing like the next 3, could be something like a 3-year cycle or something like that. The next like cycle they get into, hopefully that will shatter the cold exterior of this person's heart. There's something with the heart chakra here, like they don't have much empathy. They could have money, maybe not. Some of them do, some of them don't. But it's like they were trying to drain this energy from you. It could even be like good luck. We had that Jupiter Wheel of Fortune energy. Yeah, for some of you, just they're sending you 8 of Wands, bad dreams at night with the 9 of Swords. I'm seeing that here. Call on your angels, guides, and ancestors to like rid you. There's something, they like implanted like a seed or something like that. For some of you, they even like put you in a third party. So this is what can happen. Like say you did date this person and they put you in a third party. Manipulative type of people, they'll do that because they know what that's going to do is that's going to create like a trauma bond between you and them. Remember I said that earlier? It creates a trauma bond between you and them, even if it's negative. So they know that by doing this sort of thing, it will keep you tied to them because they think in terms of ego. So the only way to fully release from this person is actually to release your ego, even if they did something bad to you. Because they're hoping that this seed was able to germinate enough, whatever they did, in order to keep you hooked onto them. So if you release your ego and pride, that could be part of that mirrored karmic lesson here. I'm not saying you're prideful or anything like that. Strength card. I got a Leo Mercury, right? So I've had to work on stuff too in myself, and it can be like a stronghold, and it can come from trauma and stuff like that, right? Where we double and triple down on certain things because we've been hurt. So this person could also help mirror back to you, back to us. Or this is a group for some with the 3 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, community for others, family for some here as well. It can help mirror back to us the work the fine-tuning that we still need to do in ourselves, so that we can release that. But if we release this energy, they're not going to be able to like tap in anymore. It's like they're like hanging on the fact that this trauma bond will be powerful enough to keep you like trapped. For some of you, like, you have a home with this person. Or for some of you, this person was like a mother growing up with the son. A lot of Leo energy coming through here. But this is like an inner child card to me. This could even be something that was implanted a long time ago in you from a mother or, like an experience growing up. That seeing this person and interacting with this person will help you release some sort of trauma bond to your like childhood. So these lessons go both ways. It's not like one person's the angel and one person's the devil. It's more about we can always glean the prize from these karmic exchanges that we have with people. And for some of us, it was like unfinished business from a past life. So I'm going to end that here. That's why I like to use the moons to release this stuff, because it's a big energy, and it's a mother feminine lunar energy that it's like it's the tender part of us. We can trust the moon with that, and we can release this pain and this process that we've gone through. For some of us, this is us, right? So we can release aspects of all of this into the moon, and it will release us from this like chokehold on the strength card, and will turn that dominance energy that we had into true strength and into emotional intelligence with the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a wonderful, beautiful energy, and I love the King of Cups. He has these choppy waters around him. He's able to stay calm, cool, collected. Like, he's the type of person that you would want, like, if there's a disaster, because he'll keep the kids calm. He'll help everybody. Like, he takes a lot of the brunt of that wave-like energy, because he knows how to work through it himself. I'm drawn to the older man on this Ten of Pentacles. See, for some, this person has the opportunity to grow into this wise older gentleman here. It doesn't have to be a man. I'm just saying, it's like... And if this is you, that's the potential. You know, there's aspects of me in here as well. The Strength card is about taming our inner demons, essentially, right? So, and then we will be back with a new moon in Capricorn reading. The new moon in Capricorn is on December 30th. And I'll be back with a reading on that, and we can start looking towards our manifestations, but we gotta release the heavy energy first so that we can make room for the new things that we want to bring in, right? So I love you guys so much. It's been Missy Gordon, the Metamystic here. Remember, you can always listen to the show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And if you want to book a personal or donate to support the show, the info is down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.